Clickbait Rats Chapter One. Rats trapped in a wheelie bin, leaping for their lives. Rats trapped in a wheelie bin, but the clickbait has trapped them in. Rats trapped in a wheelie bin, leaping for their lives. Rats trapped in a wheelie bin, but the clickbait has trapped them in. It's not real, it is surreal. What is it that I feel? Epistemological breakdown. Ravens squawking in a mob, two discarded bunches of flowers next to a crumpled can of Red Bull, nattering high-pitched drones, shaming tactics and sterilized condescension, the swords of gossip and the flames of care. The doctor's spin turns the red of rage when the goons don't follow the narrative. The psychology of the police state. The dog smears a straight runny line of pure feces through the lush green grass. The teenage frightened boy runs the postcode gauntlet. HR officers yawn. Sirens penetrate the soul so frequently they become part of the subconscious. Wives look through neck curtains and tut, tut, tut. Shadow civil servants complete anti-human spreadsheets. Chaffinches add to the cacophony. Plastic bags congregate under kitchen sinks and plot the destruction of the human race. Postcode ghetto gangs lurk on pizza mopeds. Doors open and unlock, close and unclose. Footsteps ricochet, machines beep. Doors unlock, get unlocked again, get locked up again. There is no such thing as silence. The wanderer has flopped in through the shadows of trust and benevolence, discombobulating until one falls over. A female jogs on by with headphones in, singing. Oil does not mix with water, beer does not mix with milk. This cocktail is making me sick. The high street's full of clones. Police channel the public through funnels as they march and follow the long blue overcoat. Helicopters are heard but not seen. Epistemologies become as relative as a smear on your car's window pane, and the police, they arrest you for reporting it. Rules, laws and limits can help freedom flourish, or so the pop slogan goes. The Panopticon social media platform allows the lifetime inmates a visage of freedom of expression. Polar opposites interact. Footsteps echo to the sound of opening and closing jail doors. The flakes keep falling, the layers keep building, the queen keeps breathing, matriarchs remain hidden in plain sight. Men with twisted necks discombobulated by the pussy power blue matrix, whimper and whine, addicted to the anti-life equation. What is anti-life? Asks one inmate. Weakness, cowardice, fear of following through. Without a firm footing, the civilized quickly become the eunuchized swiftly become the colonized. Slavery should never be fetishized. Nameless filth dominate the night terrors, and yet we wake up to more clown world news. The rats are still trapped in the wheelie bin. The landlord receives a text saying this month's rent's just gone in. It's 2 a.m. on Unikai Street. Bouncers are trafficking hordes out of their premises. Shirty men stand pissing against shops. Community officers' faces frosted with fear. Pissed women stampede. The lights go out. Doors slam and shut. Talking silhouettes sit haggard in the cyan morn that got burnt out the previous night. Commuters take pictures. Headlines pierce the eyes and leave the ink trails on the mass imagination. The silent hard-on travelled unseen from A to B. Cursing anti-blasphemy bastards, a forming mob, hunting dissenters with shaming tactics and shaming white flowers. The silent hard-on seeks its love for life, but its screams remain stifled, sleeping in the garbage because that's where he thinks he belongs. The singular shoe, long since separated from its owner, awaits the ultimate decay of the universe. Stale pints of lager mock social units the next day. Their addicted hands want to do the right thing, but now they just don't know what the point is anymore. Futility, existentialism, is this what it is that I feel? Waiting for HR to never respond, the administrator transforms into a delivery boy, radicalized by pizza heretics on 0 hours, self-conscious in a red haze of blushing red humiliation. The boy keeps his face totally hooded covered, entering the postcode zone of his generic enemies. Toxic levels of panic, heartbeat thumps like a colonial battle drum. Violent shadows are pierced by stark car lights. Engine revs fervently. Glucose pills on the floor by the stained basement bar. The wanderer seeps in through the 4 walls by the recycling. The war does not go well, friends. It never goes well because that's what war is. That's why we call it war. It's what we must prevent. And for that, they call us scum and every insult under the moon and sun. Truth and trust take the heaviest brunt as police boil kettles. The rats are killed by 0 hour social zoom unit, hammering the vermin to their pitiable deaths. Oh well, he shrugs. Splat. Bills must be paid. Whack. Squeal. Splish. The missus must be paid. The phone rings. Toddlers scream as clickbaiters film. The feminists perform shit tests on the unexpected whenever the message goes out. How could you possibly? I don't know. How could you even have such views? I don't understand. What's wrong with society these days? The wanderer dissipates. Learning operatives have unpersoned the social unit with swift sweeps into the digital recycling bin. Headlines jump in and out and then dig into the daily subconscious. Masses addicted to scrolling through the gallery of thoughts, of telepathic electricity, whilst satellites, they fly by. Clickbait, terrors that which we would rather ignore and believe to be unreal untruths because it is just too much to understand within this narrow sphere of flowery nihilism and double post anti-philosophy. Yet we walk to freedom, past grassy, muddy, swampy heartlands. The fear of fear, it can and must be defeated.